Hopefully they have to make me start on Fugitive. I just kind of really want to jump into hard mode.
Plaza?
10-4 dispatcher. Verify address.
It's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher. Need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over.
You know, last time I played this game was on the PS2. I gotta say, they really did a great job updating the graphics.
To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the Payne started.
Payne. Nice. Alright, Max Payne Part 1, The American Dream. Let's go. I'm actually really hoping they remaster the second one, too. Because second and third game were amazing as well.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex.
You're still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. Smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd given me the best seat in the house, front row center.
Alright, now we're actually in the game. Whoa. Before I go on, I gotta probably adjust the settings real quick. I forgot the camera is inverted. Let's see. Alright, control configuration. Vibration, yes. Options, lock. Yeah, let's just do sound options. Okay. My God, this game actually.
What the hell?
Look, oh my God, this game does look amazing. Okay, X. It's still X button to interact. Nice.
Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall. A map of things to come. It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings.
You know what I love about this game is the cutscenes are fantastic. I like how it's a fucking story. Oh, well. I mean, coming home to this was like getting this fucking mirror. Should I answer the phone? Maybe I got my bread out. Yeah, I'm coming. Alright. did the bullet time on the phone.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
Okay. Not what I want to do. That's crouch. Trying to figure out a freaking... Whoops. Well, I didn't mean to shoot, but... Alright, square reload. My god. It's still really good. Alright, let's go upstairs. Oh, wrestling.
Michelle! Michelle! Freeze! NYPD's drop!
Yeah, the screaming in this game is still...
No, please God, no.
Now that was sad. Man, fuck those guys. You know, the moving is still weird. I forgot, it's still, R2 is still in jump. It's really weird.
The flesh of fallen angels!
Oh, cool, I got a baseball bat. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, okay, glitch.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
Every, like, hero's journey begins with someone dying, usually. Always how the game goes.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
Alright, Chapter 1, Roscoe Street Station. Finally on Chapter 1.
I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street Station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Well, I am a cop. mean, this
Death
guy,
was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
I mean, this guy has like the worst luck. It's like every time something happens, it's like there's just a dead body somewhere around the corner. It's like this guy cannot win. I was hoping to make a Max Payne 4 or something.
Pills would hold the pain back for a while.
Oh, painkillers.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much.
Hey!
That works.
Yeah.
Yo!
I think like dual wheel Desert Eagles, at least in my opinion, probably
Yo,
have
guys.
better guns.
Yo, guys! Hey! Hey! Oh!
Yeah. I think that's like one of the favorite fucking things in this game. How you just hit the button and stuff, and that dude just goes flying backwards. They had really awesome fucking like game mechanics in this game, especially for its time too. Yes. Really good graphics for its time.
What the?
Okay. So much for being subtle. I mean, you walk in guns a-blazing. Obviously, that's not subtle. So,
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
That's bad.
oh, that's what
That's
you
bad.
While looking for Alex, I had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
mean? Awesome. Okay, so they're dead. Let's see if
Kiss it. Go!
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
follow me, and I'll try not to let you die.
Home free. This way.
What the hell?
Oh, well, I failed. It's like the saddest thing stuff. The dude unlocks the door and like, oh, well, he's dead. Okay.
Get him!
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. It's kind of cool that you guys still have access to that. It's pretty awesome. So, even though I kill a lot of dudes... Oh, good, okay, that's all dead. They respawn.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on. subtle.
I mean, that was pretty badass.
Hey, damn!
All dead. Oh, maybe he didn't get dual-wield Desert Eagles until the second game. No, we're already on chapter 2. One way or the other. Wait for it.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
One way or the other, I was gonna shoot everybody in my sight until I figure it out.
You're asking for it. Yo!
Trick shot. Yeah, right in neutral. So, what I'm actually planning on doing, other than just doing like random gameplays, I'm actually hoping to get platinum. I'll probably do that with a.
Hey,
Nope. Awesome slow-mo kills. So, if I'm right, I don't even know there's still a subway tunnel. I think I'm actually in the sewer. This way.
Like Lapino. Now that's spooky. Jack Lapino. Yeah, spooky. But also it's like the fair.
We're all dead. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, I forgot there's actually anything. I think that's where it's supposed to go. Let's go further into the tunnel and see where it actually takes me. I forgot. Oh, dead end. Damn it. That's one thing about, like, I kind of wish they'd go back and do. Like, make a actual full remaster of this game with, like, now technology and just pack, like, the freaking maps with, like...
What the hell was that?
Yeah, well, it might be the rats. I don't know. Live from the crime scene, yeah.
All done here. Give me the detonator.
gun him down! Oh!
2 with 1 hit. Ooh, sawed off. I'll take the sawed off.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Damn!
Yeah, Josh. Actually, I think the sawed off is
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna.
Gun him down!
Answer the phone.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Still could have asked for pizza.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. bank robbers had been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Well, the table ate that guy.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Well, that poor bastard fucking stuck in the Stepping on Toes. Chapter 2 still. Or Chapter 2 continues. That's one way it makes an entrance.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why... this is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
There's nothing I can do. I mean, pretty much everybody.
There!
Yeah. That's all I can take. Shit. That sucks. Okay, we'll just go this way then.
Let's get the hell out of here!
We'll be fine. Damn!
He's dead. I don't know, it might be just me, but there's like a shit ton more painkillers around here. I don't know if PS2 actually it seems like they're everywhere. There we go. Chapter 3, right?
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Chapter 3, playing at Bogart.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad pig. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Eat first and line down. Bring it in.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Alright. Well, that's it for today's episode.
Bosses! Everything all right?
Good night. I'll talk to you. Oh, let's leave it on my death. Alright. Damn, I need to come up with an awesome outro. Leave me in the comments below what I could probably do differently for an awesome outro.
Lupino ran.
Have a good night, everybody.